Hello Pisces, this is your June 2016 horoscope with me, Lada from Astrolada.com, and what a month it's gonna be for all the mutable signs. You're one of them, you're Pisces. There will be a grand cross in the mutable signs. So anyone who is Pisces, Sun, Ascendant or Moon will definitely feel it, especially if you're born in the middle of the sign. So basically in the last, if you're Pisces, in the beginning of March till the first 10 days of March, very likely, But anyway, I think that all Pisces, Sun, Moon or Ascendant, will feel this grand cross. And what is a grand cross? This is when the planets are sitting on a cross, like stretch on a cross from each other. And there is like a lot of inner and outer provocations that happen, and inner and outer push and pull, because each planet is pulling towards each own direction. So they form a grand square. When you connect the ends of those planets that are forming it, they're activating the most important points in your horoscope. They're activating first you, Pisces, which is, who you are, where you're going in your life, what you want from life, how you present yourself to the world, what is your vision about yourself, what is your role and path and destiny here in life. Then they activate your fourth house, your family, place of living, property, family relationships, your emotional needs and your moods, how you're feeling. And then they're activating your seventh house, your relationships, partnership, business or personal, marriage, boyfriends, girlfriends. And then they activate your 10th house, your social status, your career, your worldly vocation, your worldly duties and responsibilities. So all those, when planets activate the four angles of your horoscope, the most important points in our life, what's more important of home, family, where you are, your own destiny, your partnerships and your social status and career. Then this is when there is like a spinning of the wheel of fortune. Like things can turn around for better, I would hope, Even though the moment itself might feel more full of apprehension because there is tension between the planets. Like you're being pulled in different directions. Maybe like your needs do not correspond to the needs to your partner, so there is push and pull. Some confrontation with others, business or personal partnerships can happen. You demanding or they demanding something, or also there might be push and pull between your personal life and your social life, your career, between your family and your career. Authority figures might put more responsibilities on you, which affects your family life, or you might be changing or relocating or making some changes or having to pay attention more to your family, which puts pressure on your worldly responsibilities and career. So there is some kind of tension, especially the first 2 weeks. But this is a tension which I call creative, because many times when there were grand crosses activating someone's four angles in the horoscope, people write to me, it's super tense, it's super hard, I feel things are about to change, I'm fearful, because we always fear change, and it's kind of painful change as well. But after it finishes, usually I ask people to write to me a month or two after that to say what happened, and they say, wow, I'm so grateful it happened. Finally, the universe kicked me in the butt to change something, and usually it's changing something in regards to those four areas of your life. It doesn't have to be all fours, but in some area there will be a change. There might be change of career, change of direction in your life, change of appearance, change of relationships, or having to find the creative balance between those things, or change of place of living, or change of your family situation in some way. But definitely when the grand cross comes, it forms like a square. And imagine I keep giving this example to all the four mutable signs, like riding a cart with square wheels. So when it starts moving, it's going to be bumpy, but there will be movement. That's what's important. So those planets make you move when they're on angles. They make you make some cardinal changes. If you're resisting it, the more you resist it, the more bumpy it will be. But but if you're resisting it, can come from outside, even without your participation in a way. But I don't want to scare you. Usually people say, I'm so grateful that this came, this inner tension or outer provocation, to push me to make those adjustments, and things there in that area of my life now are so much better. So get ready, Pisces. Very interesting month for you and all the mutable signs. And there is good news as well, though. Jupiter is already moving direct in your 7th house of relationships, so it means that you can receive support from others, whether it's like an advice or whether it's like an actual tangible support from your partner, business partner, or if you're single, you can find someone, you can meet someone when Jupiter is moving direct in your 7th house, which is good for love and relationships, even though there will be this tension the first 2 weeks, but maybe it will push you to change something in how you do relationships, and this can attract for you the more appropriate partners. Also, the planet that rules your 7th house, Mercury, is moving direct in June, while it was moving retrograde in May, big part of May. So if there were some complications in negotiations, some complications in relationships, some kind of problems that happen between you and business partners or personal partners or relationship partners that you had to adjust. Now when Mercury is moving direct and Jupiter is moving direct in your 7th house, both planets connected to your 7th house of relationships, I think that from May these will start getting solved up, especially from from June, especially from the second part of June when the grand square is over. And you start seeing improvement and the end of the change of the winds. And also Jupiter rules you, because Jupiter rules Pisces, and it's moving direct already. So gradually from June you're starting to get more power, to look more positive, to want to move forward in life. And there is a lot of focus as well. There's a lot of planets transiting your 10th house of career, which is connected to a social status, to your career. There will be the Sun, the Moon, Venus, Mercury there. So you have a chance to renew your social status. Maybe some new projects in career can come. Maybe some new inspirations, or maybe some new direction in your career can come. Or maybe you can, if you're looking for a job, this can be a peak time that some important developments in that process happen as well. Or something changing and renewing in regards to your social status. Yes, so that's about it, about the Grand Cross. But there is another last thing that's happening. Mars is going retrograde in your 9th house, Pisces. And the last time this happened was like 17 years ago. And it's going to be there for 2 months, but June in particular, it might be a bit more complicated. But it's again Mars in Scorpio retrograde. Mars is like a surgeon. Mars is a sharp planet, and when it's retrograde, it wants to cut out all the bullshit from your life. In regards to 9th house matters, in regards to fake beliefs, in regards to wrong perceptions of the world, in regards to self-defeating beliefs of any sort. So Mars, it can even appear now in your life as a mentor or teacher or guru or advisor who is a bit harsh and who pushes you to kind of push through and break through some bullshit beliefs, or some painful beliefs, or some painful points of view, basically. And it can create some tensions, again, some conflict through opinions, or some conflict possibly with such mentor or parental figures, of foreigners as well, because Mars is a planet of anger and aggression and frustration. So if you have any interactions with foreigners or with people that are from different hierarchical structure, people from a different social ladder, different people from us, from a different background, this is the 9th house, or people like mentors, teachers, tutors, advisors of any sort, or father figures, they can be escalation of certain issues, which Mars just asks you to resolve. And once it starts moving direct from the end of June, you can have better relationship with those people, or you could have removed certain harmful such and seen how they harm you, and remove certain aspects of those relationships, or fully such relationship with such people. When it comes to other 9th house matters, it's like foreign travel, it's about relocating to foreign countries, it's about communicating with foreigners, and it's about higher education or anything to do with pre-qualification. So this can be an area, these few things that I mentioned can be areas of your life that require more extra efforts, putting 3 times more. But when Mars starts moving directly from July, you start seeing the positive results of having put those 3 times extra efforts, and the results of the 3 times extra efforts during a retrograde planet is that it gives 3 times better results. So by that period, when Mars starts moving direct, so maybe in July, August, you could have secured yourself a position in some university, or arrange some documents that you have to work extra hard on so you can travel abroad, or be able to you know, maybe you worked on some projects that is higher education or pre-qualification. Maybe you started some process of pre-qualifying and revising your long-term future goals as well, because the ninth house is about what brings meaning in your life and the purpose that you have in life. It's a very important house. And when Mars triggers it, it says here there is restructuring, there is like cutting away of wrong search, you know, of goals, long-term goals, because the ninth house is the house of Sagittarius that points an arrow. It's connected to the energy of Sagittarius, which points an arrow towards a faraway goal, which gives you meaningful life and purpose. And Mars being retrograde there wants to reshape or re-examine and reevaluate those things that give you meaning in the long term, that you look forward to, that you put like long-term goal that you focus towards in the future, so there can be change in those. And again, at the end it works out for the best, because you change them to something that is more kick-ass or something that in the longer run will give you more meaning or longer perspective. So thank you very much, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed that video. Very interesting, I think it will be a very happening month for many of you. And please share my videos. Come to Facebook, where I do free readings for people. When I give away, I make tombolas, and you can win free readings with me or with one of my psychics or one of my amazing astrologers I've selected from around the world. And yes, I look forward to seeing you next month, Pisces.